Oh, ladies and gentlemen, do your eyes deceive you? Is it two handsome, good-looking guys on a couch right now? Is there a comic book wall behind you? Eat your f***ing heart out. Saturday morning cartoons, baby. We're back with season 3.
Let's talk about it. I think you introed. I can't really remember. We're back. Now here we are. We're back. It's episode 117. Invincible season 3, episode 1 through 3 dropped.
We hit 100 episodes before we got season 3 of Invincible.
We did.
We hit 115 episoades before we got season 3 of Invincible.
We did.
I got a new house and we got a new set before we got season 3 of Invincible, Ray.
Yeah, we started season 3 before they did, motherfuckers.
That's literally crazy.
That is crazy. No, it was a crazy season. I want to go into one very fucking specific bit that just listen.
Grinded your gears.
Invincible, they kill it a lot of times, man. I bitch about the wait, the mid-season break. That's not what, like the animation I have gripes about. No, they kill it with the adaptation, right? Obviously, when you're going from comic to screen, it's not going to be a one-to-one. And I think they've done an excellent job with a lot of things that they've adapted differently. Like, when it comes to like making Amber more of a real person in the show than in the comics, you know, like,
yes,
you make William more okay with being gay because the times are different than it was in 2001 when the comic started. Like, he was always closeted, but now it's more acceptable for Mark's best friend to be openly and outwardly gay and in a relationship with Rick, who is also more of a character in the show than he ever was in the comics. They've done a lot of great things, dude. But they fucked one thing up in episode 3.
Oh,
they
God.
fucked it up so hard to me.
Okay.
It made me so mad. There is one person in the world, one goddamn person in the entire fucking world, only one that can relate to Mark as a half Viltrumite. There's only one person in the world, and that is Oliver. Every other Viltrumite that exists in Invincible is a full-blooded Viltrumite. That is their whole thing. You've seen their backstory, how they culled the weak. Oliver would have been killed at birth by a normal Viltrumite. He would not have survived long enough to be this age in a normal Viltrumite, right? So, in the scene where it's really supposed to kick off Blue Suit Mark, the Mauler twin death does not kick off Blue Suit Mark,
no.
Right? Oliver, he fucking
Boom.
Kid Goku's the hole through him, like Piccolo or whatever, and then punches the fucking chin off of the other guy and kills them both or whatever. That's comic, yes. But what we see from that is the following conversation, which we got in the show in part, where Oliver says all of the shit like, why not just kill them now and prevent this later? You know, he's going through all of this. And Mark, in that moment, is realizing that Oliver is not a dumb kid. He is not emotionally immature.
Yeah. He
is a half Viltrumite struggling with the same urges that he's always fucking struggled with. So it's like he's struggling. It fucking sucks because that's what kickstarts it. Like, Mark has never for 1 second struggled with his humanity.
Yep.
Ever. He fought his dad to the death for humanity. He fought Doc Seismic for humanity. Like, he stood up to Anissa for humanity. Like, he has done everything that every decision he's ever made was like for the good of the people of Earth.
Yep.
And Cecil tried to fucking kill him for it. Cecil puts the bomb in his head. Like, he just completely betrays him. Like, Mark was such a caring person. Like, 3 episodes ago, he went like 500 light years away to a bug planet on a whim off of a guy he just met that lied to him. Like, it's insane. This build up to this scene where Oliver says to him, or Mark says, God, you sound just like Dad. And Oliver says, don't you ever wonder, like, if Dad was right? In the comics, Mark says, sometimes. Mark, for the first time, he lets down the mask, and he shows vulnerability to the only person in the fucking world that can relate to a half Viltrumite. Struggling with the same urges that a Viltrumite has, like, trying to protect humanity even though he doesn't. Like, it's just such a raw fucking emotional. It's as big a mic drop as I thought you were stronger. It's as big a mic drop as I think I miss my wife. It's as big a mic drop as any fucking you, Dad, I'd have you. That's as big a mic drop as all of those fucking moments, dude. Completely cut it from the show. He said, "Don't you ever think that Dad is right?" And he kind of gazes at the stars, and then it cuts to a different scene. Like in the comics, he
They
gazes
fucked up and missed
and
it.
he says sometimes, and that kicks off Blue Suit Mark, because that's when like the ties are cut with Cecil.
Yep.
Like
That's when shit goes down.
He's a menace. Like it's when shit goes down.
Yep.
And he starts leaning into the Viltrumite side of Mark, and they cut it. And like, they've got a reason. They're smarter than me. Who am I? But fuck, dude, this shit means something to me. Like,
you've been pushing Invincible
since
since like the podcast has started, since the show has started. You've been like, look, this show not only does it need to do this, this, and this, and this, but like here's the reference points they can easily and obviously need to go to. Like forever, you have nitpicked this show. Dude. Because you are a bigger fan as I am when it comes to Marvel, or when, you know what I mean? Like, you really are for this shit, and the fact that they are leaving stuff this monumental is devastating. It's
simply the greatest comic story ever told. I think that's what they called it. Like, it just simply is. The superheroes, they don't get the story that Invincible gets. Like 1 to 144, that's your story. There's no retconning. There's no other authors getting put on another reboot later. You had Cory Walker and Ryan Ottley as the artist from 1 to 144. Like, it was the same core 3. Like, and then now we're getting it in anime. It just means so much to me, dude. And to see that part of it, because that kicks off the craziest, that it kicks off the Invincible War. It kicks off Conquest. It kicks off everything. Like, I don't want to ruin it. It kicks off everything, dude. That moment shows he's struggling with his humanity, and that's what opens him up to the fucking universe. The bit with like the lead up, right? The Cecil putting the bomb in his head and the White Room reveal and the Reanimen and all that shit. Like, it was fantastic. Like, Rudy, get this fucking thing out of my head. Like, me, I'm a person. The now is crazy. I'm a person, I don't know how to describe it, and it sounds so stupid and elementary of me. I love a good F word. I love when an actor is really good at saying the F word.
Dude.
I don't care about profanity. It's just something about a fuck, a motherfucker.
When you can put it in correctly in the dialogue where it means something. Where you can emphasize correctly. Yes. Not when it's like... When I think of good ways to use curse words, I think of like if we get a live action Punisher, and we get like the real like John Bernthal and he says "fuck these people," you know, things of that nature. I think of that. I think of Deadpool to an extent. The wrong way to curse.
I don't think of Deadpool. No,
Deadpool.
I think Deadpool's like an 11-year-old that just learned.
No, you're absolutely. Deadpool is the same version of Shia LaBeouf and iRobot, where Will Smith is like, "Stop cussing because you're bad at it." That's what I think of bad cursing. Deadpool is the opposite side of the spectrum. When it means something, it can send chills. Like, it emphasizes the seriousness of the moment. And Rudy, get this fucking bomb out of my head now. Rudy just walking. Okay.
Yeah. No, that's what, man, it's so good. It's so good. And then like, Cecil, he hits a really good fuck. For fuck's sake, I'm not trying to kill him. Like, that line it was so fucking funny to me. But I feel like the adaptation of that whole scene, him escaping the Capitol or whatever, and him just teleporting around, like putting the bomb off over and over, like, it was a really faithful adaptation. Like, Rex blowing up his hand with the dead man switch and Robot having to block the frequency. That's exactly how it happened in the comic. Like, the whole thing up to that point, Rudy, get this fucking thing out of my head, all exactly perfect. The Mauler fight, punches a hole through him in the comics, kills the other guy. I can't remember if he was surrendering in the comics, but it was all, dude, it was the comic. And then they have the conversation, and it's just like, I saved the photo. I have the photo. Let me tell you the conversation in the comics. Okay, so Oliver says, human life isn't precious, not in general, not everyone. People risk their lives every day. They kill each other. If they don't think their lives are important, why should I? Most of them are insignificant. And Mark says, you sound like Dad.
Damn.
And Oliver says, why is that bad? What was he so wrong? Did nothing he said ever make sense to you on a small level? Have you ever thought that maybe our father was right? And Mark does the same. Look at the camera shit. But he says sometimes And for like the episode to be so faithfully adapted to that point, and then cut like the mic drop, like the I thought you were stronger, you dad, I'd have you. I think I missed
and
my
they just
wife.
made it like Oliver's a little sadistic fuckface for a second, where he's just like,
Right.
oh, Oliver might be a problem in other
Yes.
episodes. They completely
Yes.
negated the fact that Mark feels that way.
Yes, that's Mark showing. That's Mark realizing that Oliver is far smarter than him. First
Yes.
of all, far smarter than him.
Far more mature.
More emotionally mature than
Yep.
he thought. And that's him letting down the goddamn mask.
Yep.
And they don't let him do it in the show. I don't get it. Like, maybe there'll be crumbs later to it, but dude, that was the time. That was the moment where Blue Suit Mark fucking starts.
Dude,
I don't understand it at all.
that hurts my soul. I have a big issue, or the only issue I have with this season, really, now that obviously, is Immortal. I've said it from the very first episode. I think he is a piece of shit character. I don't care that he survives everything. I don't give a flying fuck. At any instant, a Viltrumite deserves to just cut him in fucking half because he's worthless to me.
He's a jobber, dude. He's just a bootlicker. And
Dude,
he always has been.
He can
always
kiss my
will be.
fucking ass like trying to, like, everyone back off, Kate. You understand? Like, fuck you, Abraham Lincoln, you dirty fuck.
Oh, dude.
You kiss my ass with that, dude.
Dude, I think there will be an Immortal show up really soon.
Good.
That you will like.
He better change some shit.
It's
because
like,
I'm so sick of them.
I'm so excited.
Of him just being like, you got a problem with it, there's a fucking door, and be like, bitch, you've already left 4 times, you've been cut in half, decapitated. You have
He's just a bootlicker, dude.
like, you don't run this bitch. You're not a part. Like, Black Samson's the leader. Like, fuck you. Like, Bulletproof is, Rudy.
Yeah.
Fuck you, dude. You and Kate go back to enjoy your TLC fucking little life in your cabin. You can fuck off. How dare you?
Yeah, Kate's a piece of shit.
Yeah. Also, yes.
I love that. I love that moment too because it's a big catalyst for the show. Like,
And they
it
showed
shows Cecil he does not have control of everybody at all times.
Yeah, and
like
also I hate the fact that they were just like, Rex, get the fuck over it. And he was like, you made me think that we lost you.
yeah,
And then
that's
you're
some
like,
fuck shit.
oh, leave, it's okay. Like, cut Paul a break. I'm like, no, fuck you. I almost died.
Yeah, he
again.
jumped. Rex is just a dude.
I got shot in the fucking
Yes.
head.
Oh my god.
Like, I killed a man with my bloody bone stump, thinking that you died. Ray and I thought you died, and you're such a fucking dickhead. You and Immortal should go blow each other in your snowy cabin. You're not a part. No, you're
fucked up.
You're just a bootlicker. You're a fucking sheep. You can kiss my ass. You'll do whatever they say, whether it's good or bad. Fuck you. I know that it doesn't go that way, but I just want Immortal to just see Omni-Man and just be like, because he doesn't understand emotion, I guess. Because he's been here for 7,000 years, but still can't process emotion.
And he's still just anger first.
Anger and love. I don't hurt people. I just hope Omni-Man just fucking just, boop. He's just like, why did you let him live? Him? Really? Fuck him, dude. Fuck Immortal. He can kiss my ass.
You're about to like Immortal, I think. It's
I better, dude.
It's real funny to me. I don't know. It's about to come in. I thought it was going to happen in episode. Was it 1 that Dropkick and whoever showed up?
Okay.
That's where the cool Immortal will come in. Is that?
Oh, so we'll see more Dropkick and Fight Master.
Yeah.
Because he obviously left with a Declaration of Independence.
Dude, I would love to tell you their whole fucking story right now.
That's perfectly fine. I understand you can't. But
when
I finished episode 1, or I finished episode 3, I went, what the fuck is this, dude? 3 episodes in, they're not back?
Dude,
This is bullshit.
Dude, I forgot about their story being split up. I for some reason I thought it was
all together.
Yeah, I thought they came and Invincible stopped them and they were just like, can you help us with something? And then they go to the future, back where they were from. But no, like they had to steal the thing, and then what they're doing with that thing is really goddamn funny now that I remember what it is. Like, I want to say they're trying to make a poison to kill somebody, and they're like, we need the Declaration of Independence. The ink from that will poison him. Like, that's the only thing that can kill this guy. And so they come back and steal it.
That's great.
Yeah, and it's just a piece of paper. But No, it's their whole story is so fucking funny, dude.
Okay.
I'm so excited for them to come back in.
Okay, as long as they come back, I was kind of like,
it'll probably be a good portion of an episode.
Okay, because by episode 3, I went, Ray was so excited for this shit, dude. I can't imagine how he felt, because we were pumped for, first of all, Cholo, both of them, playing both of them, Fight Master and Dropkick. He kind of enjoyed him. The fact he said, I don't want to hurt him. I think he's just a normal dude. He goes, normal dude. Pa, pa, pa. Yeah, he's just normal dude. Too good. Them just like downplaying Rex. He's like, oh, I could take Rex. You know what I mean? He goes, fuck both of you guys. Also, I love how Rex is like, my middle finger won't work. He's like, it's my favorite finger, Cecil. But when he does it to Immortal, it works. But
Mark got it fixed.
No, they just left. They left from that.
No. I thought that was showing that because Mark told Cecil to fix it, and then there was time passed, and then it worked later. I thought that was showing that
left.
Mark.
No, I thought they left together.
Stood up for him.
No. Yes, in theory, he was like, "Come on, Cecil, we can get this fixed, right?" So then it immediately.
I thought that showed like
it immediately cuts to them stealing it. The Declaration of Independence.
That makes sense.
So my logic after that, when he flipped off Immortal, was Cecil made a program to where Rex couldn't flip off Cecil.
Oh, wow.
Because here's the thing. And
I wouldn't have thought about that.
It proved my point alone based off, he's a bomb in Mark's head. He could easily just be like, fuck you, Rex.
Like, I like yours more.
You don't get to give me the finger, son, with your robot hand that I fucking gave you, son.
I'm with you.
Because Cecil's a petty bitch like that. But also, you were right earlier. It was just like, for fuck's sake, I'm not trying to kill the kid. Just like, come on.
But he was trying to kill the kid. He
was trying to murk him. And also, Mark could have said one sentence, stopped everything. You know what I mean? Just in the white room where he was just like, you're scaring the shit out of me. He goes, whoa, I'm not just talk to me. But he could have put his hands, he was like, talk to me, Cecil.
Mark, he was pretty mad, dude.
No, I understand.
I forget.
But to diffuse Cecil, just like when he said, like, you're scaring the shit out of me, Mark. Mark wasn't trying to be threatening in that moment. He wasn't trying to be scary in that moment. He was just yelling.
I think he was.
He was just yelling at him. And it just scared Cecil because he's still so terrified of Omni-Man and what Mark could do. All the training they've done. So in my head, it was just, Mark could have just been like, Cecil, talk to me.
No, he was way too mad for that. Mark, he was not in any position to talk, because I don't know, you got to think like D.A. Sinclair like killed Rick, or tried to kill Rick and William, and
no, you're absolutely right.
Finding out in that moment, coming straight from the volcano to the Global Defense Agency, like I don't know.
No, you're right. That does make sense.
Going back to episode 1, one thing I really liked was Oliver, right?
Yes.
So even before, like by the end of the episode, Mark was like, "Oh, Oliver is far smarter than I am." At the start of the episode, like getting Mark to agree to train him before he showed he had his powers, I was like, "That is so Goten to Gohan." Like it was so Dragon Ball Z. Like it was almost exactly how that happened in the show there too. Like before he showed off, he had Super Saiyan and shit. Yeah. Like, oh man,
so you already promised. Too late. You know, take backs. You already said. And as a kid.
Dude,
you already promised.
Dude, as the show has gone on, I don't know if this will make sense. From season 1 to season 3, it has turned more and more into a Saturday morning cartoon. Like the animation in season 3 was excellent so far.
Oh yes,
like dude. It's been really damn good. I was really good, but it's turned more from like I don't know. It was a very different animation style and feeling from the first season to season 3. It to me like there was a lot of it. It could have fit on like. If it was in the DCAU, I wouldn't have been like that thrown off from the art style and stuff. Obviously, like the story is way crazier than anything they would have showed in Justice League. But
right,
I don't know. Just as it's gone on, it feels so much more Saturday morning cartoons-esque than like a comic book adaptation of it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense.
It does. No. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I know we're getting since his near death, it's New Rex, right?
Yes.
So it's New Rex. But one thing that I really, really loved, and I had to pause because I had to wipe tears from my eyes when they were captured by Doc Seismic. And he says, what? No final quips. And as soon as he says quips, Rex has one off rip, dude. Eat your own dick. is the funniest goddamn final quip you could possibly have, dude. New Rex, improved Rex, dude. Eat your own dick.
No, to his friends, to other people.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Dog Seismic could eat his own dick. Fuck him. You know?
Dick.
And
I
even
cried,
even
dude.
better, Rex said it buck ass naked.
Buck ass naked.
Yeah,
Yes.
dude. Even he
Yes.
said, "You think I give a shit? Fuck, eat your own dick." You know? Oh, dude, the fact he said,
tears from both eyes.
"We just won,
Oh.
and my dick is out.
God
I don't
damn.
care." Woo! And then he gets the finger again. He walks out double finger. Guardians of the Globe. It's so fucking great, dude. Rexplosion, man. I'm
damn.
fine with this version of him. I'm
grieving in advance, dude.
Oh my,
I love him.
I know.
The comics death, man. It didn't hit. This show death.
Oh,
I'm gonna cry on camera when we talk about it.
Sob.
It was fucked.
It's gonna be Gambit X-Men 97. Like I already am prepared. Just like,
yeah.
What do you?
It's gonna be emotional.
With how the story is going so far, is it season 4 or 5 when we'll get Rex's death, or is it season 3? You can spoil it. It's okay. Our 114 views.
Well, I don't want to spoil it for you personally. Does it matter to you that much?
No. It matters, but I want to know, like,
he will die during.
Is it based off the story? Just give me a season number. You think, based on how the story is going logically, how do you think season 4, season 5, or is it about to go off?
If it happens, it will be season 3 finale. If not, it'll be. The season 4 story will be the thing he goes during. Yeah. But he's way cooler. He's super popular in the show. Like, they may extend him because you know they changed a lot of shit from the comics. Yeah. But in the comics, it would be it's coming up.
Okay.
It's coming up, unfortunately.
Understandable. Because he's too cool of a character. You and I thought he was. If you and I weren't watching the comics, I really
thought he died to the Lizard League in the comics. I forgot he pulled that badass shit.
Yeah, like if we didn't read the comics, watching that you would have been with me, being like, "What? Why?
Yeah,
I don't want to watch it anymore. My favorite character's gone." No one else would have gave him a quip. No one else would have gave Doc Seisman a quip in season 3. You know what I mean?
No, you're right.
You know, maybe Black Samson, maybe, fuck you. Something cool.
Fuck you.
But like, it wouldn't have been as good as eat your own dick while buck ass naked, dude.
It's too good. Oh man. I want to shout out Ben Schwartz real quick because he voices Shapesmith, the Martian. When everyone's picking sides, man, I was like, oh yeah, of course he'll go. And then I was like, why would he go? And then he says, Cecil didn't kill me after the Mars thing, and he gave me a race car bed.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stay.
Oh my god,
dude. It hits so
good. Which is funny too because he voices Sonic, who also has a race car bed. So it was just like a double layer of kind of funny for Shakespeare.
I forgot about Sonic's race car bed, dude.
It's that may have been a Ben Schwartz line,
I hope it was.
That may have been. Who knows? Crack me the fuck up though.
When everyone shows up and he goes, I say something too.
Yes,
dude, so good, because it wasn't needed.
He'd fit in the Ginyu for us, bro.
Yeah. Oh
my god.
He'd be so happy to be invited, just to be there.
Let's go into episode 2 now.
Okay.
Talk about Cecil's backstory, his injury, on how he loses all of his skin and shit. That's nuts. I did not see the same arc that Mark is having going. I didn't see him being forced to work with motherfuckers that killed, and like being betrayed by the director.
Yeah.
I really didn't see that coming. That is an awesome addition. Love fleshing out his storyline.
Yeah, the fact that he killed the Freedom Fist people.
Yeah,
immediately.
That was pretty sick.
He's like, I'll work with murderers and criminals. He just fucking pow, pow. It was just like, God damn.
That was sick.
He said, I only use one bullet at a time. Like, I only need a bullet. Fucking impressive.
Bad dude. All right, so the real thing about episode 2, let's talk about it. It's the fight. Yep. The Mark versus the Reanimen after Robot blocks the signal. He stands up and he goes ape shit. I typed out every way he kills a Reanimen. Are you ready?
Yes.
Judy chop in half.
Fucking Ninja Chop. Fucking Judy Chop. Fucking...
Second one. Same thing. Chopped in half. Next one. Face punch. Into the wall. Splatters on impact. Omni-Man Red Rush head popped a motherfucker.
Yep.
Chin punch.
Yep.
Cut in half just by putting his hands
in him
in a point and then ripping his hands to the side. With his hands down by his side, he gives a karate chop from fucking Australia. Punches the last Reanimen in the chest so hard his torso disintegrates, dude. It basically disintegrates.
Yes, in front of Cecil.
Fucking snapped.
Yes, that was also not best kill. That was the best one.
Yes, it was so good. Not just that. Somebody I saw on TikTok later, somebody put the Omni-Man versus the Guardians fight and that fight, because it's in the same location. It pretty much emulated the fight, dude. Mark pretty much popped the fuck off just how his dad did versus the Guardians when he episode 1 killed them. Like,
fuck.
He went ape shit. It was nuts. I had to stop. If I would have had a cigarette, I would have smoked it. Like, there were 2 times where I had to pause in the show, and it was right then, and I had to pause after sometimes because I had to rant to Tay about how stupid it was. Like,
had to wake up the missus.
It was stupid, dude.
Tay, you don't fucking get it.
Oh, it was dumb. It was dumb. One other thing I really loved. We talk about fucking Goku a lot. We talk about Ader a lot because his Ocean Dub voice actor just passed.
Ugh.
Rick giving Mark if you would have killed him, you would have been no better than him. I was like, that's my boy Ader. It's literally the android giving the fucking god level strength Kai the talk that he needs about not killing those weak. Like, I'm like, God, that's literally Ader. Like, earlier in the episode was literally Goten and Gohan. Yeah. This is literally Ader and Kid Goku. I was like, God damn. You're not going to tell me that writing staff is not a fucking OG Dragon Ball fan.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Oh, that shit cracked me up.
Losing his mind. It's fucking Ader, dude. Oh, let's go, man. I loved the premiere. Was truly just mind blown by all 3 episodes. Each one. The whole Mark and Eve arc. I love it. The fact that she's going to college to kind of learn how to use her powers more. Really cool fucking kind of way for her to construct things. Love that.
I love the handling. Mark, like, talking to Rick and William about what alternate universe Eve said. Because in the comics, I feel like Mark kind of went straight to Eve and was like, hey, let's date now. And then it was like, cool, yeah, she said, or, and then he slipped up and kind of the same way in the show. But I love the deliberation because it was such a piece of shit thing in the comics to go right there and was like, okay, now let's date so you're not sad anymore or whatever. Yeah. So, yeah, it was such a great addition. Way to fucking flesh it out. Rick is such a better character in the show than he ever was in the comics.
Oh, like, absolutely.
I don't know. It's great. It's fucking great, man. Episode 3. I've got some notes.
Okay.
I checked my video 3 times on that intro because there was no sound for the first 7 minutes.
Oh, my goodness, dude.
What a slow burn.
I panicked.
I was like, my episode was fucked.
I was watching it on the TV, and I was like, there's no way the universe just fucked up my TV. There's no way. But damn, was it not a good episode?
It was a good episode. Yeah, I liked the intro with the
couple.
Yeah, because that's from the comics too. It shows them trying to reform and then it just being too hard to be an superpowered criminal, and yeah, the same sort of thing. But yeah, what a slow burn. It was like 7 minutes of no audio until Mark and Oliver start talking together, which that's really weird for me to say. I'm just realizing Mark and Oliver because that is just my father-in-law's first and last name. Not to dox him, but that's just really funny. One thing, Oliver being so smart and emotionally mature and stuff, but then also like them walking into Debbie and the guy on the date and like, are you guys gonna mate now?
Are you gonna mate now? Oh, yeah, dude.
I was like, yeah, he's a fucking 8-year-old.
Forgot about that.
Forgot about that.
Are you my new dad?
Oh, it's
I like
too
to have a
good,
lot of
dude.
fresh fruit around, and I like chocolate chips on my pancakes. New dad. I'm gonna call you new dad now. Is that cool? I don't really like it. What's up, new dad?
Oh, dude, I love it. It was good, man. I love Rex. I can't remember the guy that does his voice.
Jason something. He was also Pimento in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
He was he was Rafi in the league.
Yes, he was.
That's what I know him from.
Yes.
That's the only thing I've ever really watched him in.
Shout out to Silva. Silva hit me up one day during the pandemic. He goes, dude, you ever see a show called The League?
Great fucking show.
Said, never seen it before in my
Lightning
life.
in a bottle, my friend.
He
Could
said,
never rewatch it, I don't believe. But
put an episode in. I said, all right, I'll watch Pilot.
good shit.
We watched the whole series together during the pandemic.
Good shit.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Like, fantastic.
Yeah.
So the fact
So good,
Silva's
man.
got talent when it comes to finding shows, and just if I don't know a show and he'll be like, dude, you ever see this? I'm like, no. The
Shout
fact
out
that he'll be
Silva.
like, oh, check it out. Pretty good.
I love it.
It's my dog.
Oh, shout out Silva. Yeah, I know. I love Rex. One other thing I want to talk about, and then we can kind of get off Invincible here. Shrinking Ray in the comics, it's just not really a character. Like it's kind of a joke in the comics that Shrinking Ray always shows up like right before they get to fight. He gets to fight because in the comics it's a man.
Okay.
So like the fleshing out of Shrinking Ray and like Rex and Shrinking Ray bonding over the trauma of almost dying to the Lizard League and like seeing Kate get murdered and they thought killed for good and all that shit, like fleshing out her character, even just that little bit to make Rex more of a character is fucking fantastic.
Yes.
Because it was just such a nothing character in the comic.
And it also gives Rex just another chance to prove that he's just a different character.
Yep. I love it shows, because Rex has always been a caring character under the dickheadedness, but now like the dickheadedness has dissolved a little bit and he can just be the caring kind of guy when he needs to be, like
Right.
like Shrinking Ray needs him because the rest of the team couldn't really give a fuck about her, but like they had that moment of near death, and I don't know, man. Rex is such a good character. That's why I hope they extend his show life a little bit more than the comics might have might cut him short,
I understand.
Um
What do you give the first 3 episodes of season 3? You got a scale 1 out of 10. Just as a whole, all 3 episodes.
The animation as a whole, I was really impressed with. I think it was a major step up from season 2. Like
Yes.
the Mark versus the Reanimen was like 10 times better than Mark and Nolan versus the other Viltrumites. Like, holy fuck.
Yes.
Mark fighting the bitch with the knife in her hair.
Yeah.
Like that was
It
a
could
5 out of 10 compared to Mark versus the Reanimen.
without a doubt.
So I think it's
The
like,
animation is damn near 10 out of 10. It
This-
could be better randomly, maybe.
Yeah, there could be bits better. Yeah, sure,
but like, it's damn near
my
perfect.
complaint is literally just that they didn't let Mark say sometimes. That is my only
Yeah, yeah,
genuine complaint from any of the 3 episodes.
Yep.
Fantastic.
I
Like
fully
bringing
respect that.
back the baby giant.
Yep.
As like he works for the government now, even though he's 8. Like that's great just to call back on former shit. I love all the random little throw-in shit like that. Like it was literally just let Mark say sometimes. That was my only gripe, dude. All right, my friend. Let's start in some of these topics. We don't have anything crazy, necessarily. I sent a few things to the chat.
Yes, dude.
The one thing I really want to talk about, you in school, you were notoriously a dancer. And when we were in school, this group came through that kind of took the nation by storm.
Yes.
Called LMFAO.
Facts.
And what did they do? They fucking shuffled.
They shuffled their ass off.
shuffled
They
their
party
ass
rocked.
off.
They shuffled their ass
They-
off.
and they were sorry for it.
Yeah, dude.
they were sorry for party rocking. Anyway, Redfoo, if you know
party
LMFAO,
rocking. Anyway.
yeah. So if you know LMFAO, one of the members, Redfoo,
Yep.
he just made his pro tennis debut at 49 years old at an international tournament in Egypt.
Damn good, too.
I've never seen him play.
I
didn't know he was doing shit.
I'm glad this is here. I saw a clip on
Didn't know. I'm
YouTube.
excited as fuck for him.
It said, did you know that Redfoo from LFAO is a tennis player? And it showed him fucking serving. And I was like, Jesus.
God damn.
I was like, this motherfucker
That's
got
great.
money and said, I want to do my dream.
I love it, dude.
Dude, shout out to Redfoo, my friend.
Yeah, shout out.
Dude.
I couldn't believe it when I saw that news.
It's perfect. He deserves it, man. What a legend. What an absolute legend. He's not sorry for party rocking, and he's gonna fucking shuffle, and he's gonna serve your bitch ass. Fucking ace up, ho. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, man. In other news, cooler news to an extent, Ted Lasso, ladies and gentlemen. Season 4 is now set to begin in May/June to focus on shifting at AMC Richmond to the formation of its women's team.
I can't believe they're putting women in Ted Lasso.
I can't fucking believe it, dude. Can you believe this shit?
They're gonna have women in Ted Lasso.
Oh my goodness gracious!
The TikTok comments on, dude. This was on TikTok. I took these screenshots. They had to turn the comment. It wasn't Twitter. They couldn't turn the TikTok comments on.
Oh goodness, man! What are we gonna do? Oh no! Yeah, in all reality, Ray and I don't give a flying fuck if it's women.
I don't think it should be made.
We don't
I don't think there should be hatred because they're doing women's team.
Yeah,
who cares?
And let's be very real.
Don't watch it. You're not gonna watch it anyway. You don't have Apple TV. Fuck you. Anybody bitching about it?
Yeah, no shit.
Oh my god.
But in all reality, the Team USA's women's soccer team are some of the greatest women athletes in the world.
Yeah.
They keep fucking winning. Let's be very you don't give a flying fuck about men's soccer except for 5 fucking people, and 4 of them are realistically retired. Yeah. I'll give you 10 because Pele, Beckham, fucking
Messi,
Ronaldo, and Messi. Yeah, that's already 5. You get the fuck out of here. The other one, there's a couple others, but get fucked. You don't really care about soccer like that. You don't. You play FIFA with the homies. You don't. You're not out here caring. You know what I mean? Get fucked. The fact that it's gonna be a women's team, do not care. It's almost as if Ted Lasso made really, really great male characters and wrapped up their franchise and their series. I don't know, in 3 seasons. So there's almost no reason for the men to come back. So where do you go? The women's team now. Perfectly fine with it. Do not give a fuck. And also, it's almost as if Ted Lasso did nothing but make strong female lead characters.
Yeah, that's something they did kind of from the beginning.
Except for Ted's wife. She was horrible.
Yeah, she was
Rebecca,
she was awful.
Come on.
Keely was in the first episode.
Keely's first episode. Even May, the bartender.
Even May.
The
May's
pub
a fantastic. Yeah,
the pub owner.
Yeah, she was fantastic.
Yeah, May was fantastic. You can't. Even Sassy, dude. Sassy just constantly giving Rupert shit.
Yes.
Yeah, just he shouldn't die, Rupert. It's so great. Nora, the little girl, was still socially mature. I love it. It was great.
Every one of them. Yeah. Roy's niece.
Oh.
What was her name?
I could not tell you.
I can't remember either. But yeah, the little girl. Every fucking female character in the show was fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't know how you could be mad about this.
No, it makes no sense.
You should be more mad that I don't know if there was anything to be mad about. It would be mad that they're retreading on the perfect ending of season 3.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're not. They're doing season 3.5, a different, or season 1.5 or whatever, because it's just a whole different thing. It's it's a spinoff with some of the characters we know. Because we don't even know what it's going to be.
Yeah, and not to mention,
it's Ted and Rebecca, but Jamie's not back.
If you guys can fucking scarf down 37 seasons of Young Sheldon and already getting greenlit for a season 3 for Georgie and Mandy, you can kiss my ass. This show's going to be great. And that's not a dig towards Young Sheldon or Georgie and Mandy, because Georgie and Mandy's actually pretty good. I've watched a couple more episodes. Pretty damn good.
It's pretty all right. It's all right.
It's all right. But get over yourselves. They keep making spinoffs, but if the spinoffs are great, let it happen. Who cares? You want the characters, but they wrapped up the series. That's what happens when spinoffs happen, guys. You can't keep making the same IP if the story wrapped. So you could take a couple characters from that show over here, try to recreate the magic. It's going to happen. Just relax. It's going to be okay. Glad we got through that.
Oh, let's move on here. We had a little bit of controversy about Deadpool, kind of every time a Deadpool movie comes out. And that's because Marvel, they don't have the greatest track record with giving the character creators the credit. In a Deadpool movie, the Deadpool movie couldn't happen without Deadpool having been created by Rob Liefeld.
Yeah.
Way back in the day.
Yeah.
Dude's still alive.
Yep.
And he is just, and I don't know what kind of guy he is, but he kind of just gets disrespected anytime. Deadpool comes out, even though it's a massive fucking franchise.
Yes, absolutely.
So it says, this report comes out and it says Deadpool creator Rob Liefeld will, quote, cut ties in all ways with Marvel after he and his family weren't invited to the after-party premiere of Deadpool and Wolverine. Liefeld has also famously had gripes with Marvel involving creator recognition in the film's credits, and what he perceives as disrespect in other ways.
Yeah.
Yada, yada, yada. Then he quote tweeted it and he said, yes, comic book creators should not have to fight to be seen. Yes, our credits should go at the start of the film like Siegel and Schuster.
Yep.
As opposed to buried in the mid-crawl after credits. This is not a fresh position for me.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah.
100%.
It's insane. It's insane that, like,
it shouldn't just be based off a comic from Marvel Studio or from Marvel Comics. It should be based off a character created by fucking Rob Liefeld.
Right.
And also
Marvel's
Liefeld's
like way too comfortable putting everything under Stan Lee's umbrella. I feel like just because he's the name everyone knows.
Yeah.
You know, R.I.P. God rest his soul, whatever, all that stuff. But I feel like, especially with guys like this, like, sure, okay, Batman's creators are, you know, old, ancient news, but like, this dude, Rob Liefeld's like 60. He's like alive still. He's like an active artist or writer or whatever. Like, he should not be.
And he's one of the most famous comic book creators strictly because of he can't draw feet or just the way he positions things. Like in the Deadpool 3 movie where like they're meeting all the multiverse Deadpools, that shoe store is Liefeld's shoes because it was just a dig at, and he has no issue with it. He's very well aware that he didn't take, like, he wasn't classically trained in like how to draw and things. He didn't go to art school. Like, he was making comics as like a kid and sitting in missions and things of that nature. Like he went and followed his fucking dreams. So the fact that he has to fight for that is a damn shame. Because first of all, that's $1 billion trilogy.
Yeah, it's insane that they're not like the thing with that is, do the creators of Deadpool make money off of the Deadpool movie? I gotta imagine not really. I can't imagine they're getting a cut of that profit. Yeah, you know. But what they're fighting for is put Deadpool created by me at the start of this movie. How is that an insane thing to ask for? They're not asking for, you know, fucking insane profit sharing and shit.
Yeah, they're not asking for royalties. They're not asking for, like, give me a cameo. Like, they're not
insane. Something most people are gonna skip anyway. Like, they're fucking still silencing their phone during the fucking movie at that point. Like, it's such a silly thing that creators are still having to fight for in this day and age. But
goddamn shame.
James gonna treat you right.
James gonna treat you right. Let's go. In other news, a live-action Bakugan movie is officially in the works with Brad Payton set to direct. And I want to know, Ray.
Tell me about Bakugan.
Little balls that open up and fucking little dragons pop out and shit like that. You know, who in the fuck asked for this?
That sounds like it was on a shelf I wasn't allowed to shop from as a kid. I've never played with Bakugan.
It came right after Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like you were already in junior high school.
I was already smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, it was more of an Archer age group. Like when like Skylanders hit the scene, Bakugan was right before it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like that time, like Yu-Gi-Oh, Bakugan, Skylanders, and then fucking Minecraft, and that was it.
So if they're making this, are they making this like, is Bakugan the little monsters?
Yes.
Or is Bakugan
playing
the game?
Bakugan is the game.
So if they're making a live action of this, it's going to be people playing with the little toys that will transform into the show.
Yes. So you know how they kind of made Detective Pikachu? It'll kind of be kind of like that, I guess. You know, it'll be something weird that people won't get, but younger generations will be like, I'll go see this, but it won't be $1 billion box office. It'll make more money than Borderlands. If it hits theaters, it'll make way more money than Borderlands, I believe.
Yeah, it could. Borderlands set the bar low.
Yeah. Speaking of bars setting low, the Flash movie. We love to shit on it.
We do.
A Flash game was in the works at Warner Brothers Games Montreal, but was scrapped after poor reception to the movie.
I don't believe it.
Also, a Constantine game was pitched, but was never approved. Okay.
Yeah, number 2. Okay.
You're just telling us why we hate you.
No, it didn't. That didn't happen. Yep. That's literally no. That's No. There's no way they were making a Flash game. I'm sorry. That's just didn't happen. We would have heard about it. Everything that fucking leaked. Especially, I think Warner Brothers Montreal got folded into something else or something. I think they had some closures or something. I don't know. They did the Justice League games. They did the Batman VR games. They did Suicide Squad. There's a Wonder Woman game supposedly that's been in work since 2021.
Yeah.
Like if they had Flash game in the pipeline,
it would have been leaked.
It was DC. They would have said it 8 years ago.
No shit.
This
DC
was
loves
not
to talk
thing.
about stuff
This
that's
was not
never
a
going to get
thing.
made. Fuck, The Rock has been pitching it. The Rock has been Black Adam since 2006. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
It just wasn't a thing. And yeah, somebody probably did pitch a Constantine game, and then they probably fucking asked who that was, because it's DC executives.
Speaking of Captain America 4, Anthony Mackie says that he doesn't think Sam Wilson will ever get the super serum. Sam just being a regular guy that's been thrust into this position of leadership is something that we can all identify with. So I think it's important for him not to get any serum.
How do you feel about that?
It don't bother me none. Honestly, if he gets it, if he doesn't, I don't give a flying fuck. I'm just excited that Marvel's making movies again. I'm just excited that we're getting properties that people want. Because I am so glad I don't have to go see Angelina Jolie in the Eternals. To be perfectly frank with you, my friend. Yeah, that's just how I feel about the subject. Personally, yeah, no, I fully believe that Captain America: Brave New World will do well. I pray it does well.
I imagine it would. Yeah, I can't imagine a universe where it bombs in any way.
Yeah.
Because, what would have been the last... Let's exclude Deadpool. The MCU movies? We've had the Marvels. We've had...
The Eternals.
Well, what are the last ones? It was Thor...
Oh, yeah. Thor 4.
Ant-Man Quantumania. The Marvels.
I think that's it.
Nothing else?
I don't think we saw another one. I don't think there was another one. They were putting out too many shows at the time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's going to outperform shit outside of Deadpool. Got to be the last 5, 6, 7 MCU movies, right?
Yeah, I hope. Logically,
Black Panther 2 did pretty well, didn't it?
Oh, yeah, Black Panther 2, you know what I mean? It should do well.
I don't know.
I have the faith in it.
Yeah, it's such a big name, dude. Surely it'll do well.
But speaking of Black Panther 2, Marvel Studios, we've recently talked about them possibly recasting T'Challa. Twitter has been set ablaze because there was a certain leak, and Marvel Studios executive Nate Moore debunks the rumors of T'Challa being cast in the MCU. The truth is, there was no truth to these rumors. Never say never to anything, but everything you read online is not true at this point. Okay. Cool. Glad. Do not give a flying fuck. Honestly, I'm really nervous about other things that Marvel's doing. So, yeah, speaking earlier about DC and that Wonder Woman game, they've been talking about since 2021. A Wonder Woman game reportedly in trouble next to Arkham game. The next Arkham game is ages away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
DC video games have been a mess for a while.
Yep.
They're still a mess. Surprise.
Oh no. Yeah. Post Malone has officially announced that he is getting his own Oreos. A limited edition Oreos are now available. Following collaborations with Star Wars, Coca-Cola, Mario, Oreo now has a limited edition Post Malone Oreo with swirled salted caramel and a shortbread flavored cream. Okay.
Do you think he's a culture vulture?
No.
Do you not?
No, dude, I don't really, because I don't...
When's the last time he rapped, though?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't listen to Post Malone.
He got famous and he just sings country music and goes to the CMAs and shit.
That's a good question. I don't listen to Post Malone.
I don't either.
It's an excellent question. I do not know. He might be a culture vulture if he is. I don't know enough research on the man, so I can't really comment on that.
Okay.
But in my...
this is the
second
brand thing he's done, because he did Bud Light and now Oreos. And those are the widest possible brands you could collect. What's Target could be the only one that could top these.
No, I respect that. That
I don't.
As someone who makes music,
ain't White Iverson anymore, man.
As someone who makes music, I have a plethora in the hard drive of random genres. So I have a boom bap album. I've got some harder Suicide Boys shit. You know what I mean?
You're right.
You and I just dropped
Roach Blunt never pops off, or they'll call you a culture vulture.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like
your country album.
the indie album. You know, One Last Moment by Doug. Go check it out on streaming platforms. It's an indie album, but it started out with Mr. K.I.D.D. You think about that, I'm the last person I think that could talk about that, because if you make good shit, man, you make good shit. I think people should get the fuck over it. If you got a problem with it, make better shit.
But I think that people's problem is that he didn't stop rapping until he got like really famous, and then he just really leaned into being a country music artist.
I understand.
And they were like, he used the black people, like the black demographic that listened to White Iverson, that listened to that sort of shit, and used that to prop up his fame. And then once he got famous enough to appeal or whatever, he was like, I'm going to be Toby Keith now.
That might be true, but the only songs I know of him that are famous are all of the hip hop songs. Like, I think, you know what I mean? Because I know he's made a couple.
To us, I think a lot of his last couple things have been like radio hits, like real big, like country type of radio.
I think of
hits.
Rockstar. I think of Congratulations.
Well, that's quite a years.
That's what I'm saying, because I stopped listening to Post Malone, so I can't. You know what I mean? So in my logic is, I know he might still be. As far as I'm aware, his albums I haven't been doing well in the world. You know what I mean? Like no one's like, when's that new Post album? But if someone puts on Congratulations, someone's gonna be pumped in the you know what I mean? If I'm at a house party, just fucking everyone can say congratulations. When that beat dropped, everyone's jumping up and down. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
oh shit,
Rockstar was everywhere.
At one point, it was.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So like I just think of those shitty hits.
Yeah.
Not necessarily shitty because he made it and I didn't, but it is what it is. And other things that hurt my soul. Will Forte on Warner Brothers showing Coyote versus Acme for $30 million tax write-off. He said, and I quote, "It's a fucking bullshit." And I agree.
Yeah, that movie is going to be fantastic.
Oh, I wholeheartedly believe it. I really do believe it, buddy.
It still hurts, man.
In the past year or two, they have been in talks of making a new James Bond franchise with new actors.
Yes.
Aaron Taylor Johnson, Idris Elba. They wanted Damson Idris for a brief moment during Snowfall. Henry Cavill was a very big fan favorite, and it has now been leaked. His tremendous James Bond audition appears online. They leaked it.
Oh, damn.
Have
you watched it?
Not yet.
Nope.
Not yet. Everyone has been like, "Yo, make him James Bond."
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Without a doubt, I think he'd be great at it.
Yeah, that's the shit he needs to lean into, man.
Yeah, he looks like James Bond. Let him be James Bond,
dude. Let him play a period piece, not in that sense, but like let him in Ungentlemanly Warfare. Let him play a point in time. Don't. You have to restrain him. I feel like don't say go play Superman.
Yeah.
Say like play a 1914 or whatever thing. Like this is the same sort of deal. Let him play James Bond.
Yeah.
You know, that's character is very straightforward on what it is. You know, there's not a whole lot of interpretation for.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the perfect fucking role for him.
In other news, something that I wholeheartedly believe will be great and pray it's going to be great. A live-action Gundam film has officially been announced. Bandai Namco and Legendary are co-financing the Mobile Suit Gundam adaptation.
That's crazy.
And I'm telling you right now, Ray, if Chris Pratt's in this fucking movie, I'm going to be so pissed. I'm telling you right now, dude.
God.
Don't put Chris Pratt in this Gundam movie. I'm fucking praying. All right? We already got a trailer for the new Jurassic Park movie. I'm fine with it. It has no Chris Pratt. I'm down with Scarlett Johansson being a part of it and Jonathan Bailey and Mahershala Ali. I'm fine as fuck with it. It's great. They're going to be great. Zero issues with it. Also, the Fantastic Four trailer dropped with a trailer, with a date.
Yeah.
And, hey.
What's the date?
July 25th.
I don't know, dude.
So good for them.
Trailer looked good.
Trailer looked damn good. Most comic accurate Ben Grimm and the best looking.
He looked.
Besides Michael
good,
Chiklis. Michael Chiklis was the best in my opinion. Still to this day, I don't give a fuck what anyone says. He was the best. He was our fan. He was ours.
He was great, man.
But Evan Moss Baccarat.
It's
amazing,
great, dude. I like that.
Amazing.
I like that they didn't give him a different voice.
Yeah.
I like that he's just a human with rock skin
Yeah.
kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
like he's
It's
just,
perfect.
he's not a monster.
It's
he's
perfect.
Just, yeah. It's a great fucking way to do it, dude. He looks fantastic.
He looks amazing.
The suits look awesome.
Dude. Joseph Brian Quinn or Brian Joseph Quinn, whichever one it is. I can't
Joseph
wait.
Quinn.
Can't wait for your Johnny Storm. You looked great, man.
Yeah, that looked awesome.
You look like a fucking clueless hothead. I respect it. I'm down. I'm down as fuck. Vanessa Kirby, you looked amazing as the Invisible Woman. Pedro Pascal, you're the only person that didn't show any powers in the trailer, and that made me wonder.
Ooh.
And I'm kind of excited about it.
Pedro is the hang up for me. He is the one that I don't see it still. Like the other three, I'm like, damn, they fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
Like they fucking nailed it.
Wholeheartedly.
Like the guy from The Bear is the Thing. What? No, they fucking nailed it.
They nailed it.
You know, like the kid from Stranger Things is
You're
or
like,
whatever.
Eddie,
is he
huh?
really? Wow.
And then, damn, you're like,
Yeah.
Vanessa Kirby, fantastic Wonder Woman or Invisible Woman, fantastic
Yeah.
Sue Storm. Cannot
Excellent.
wait. Pedro
But
Pascal.
Pedro is still my hang up.
I respect it.
I love him. He's fantastic.
Yeah.
But I'm still like, he's what's gonna be whether I'm in or out on this movie. Like,
I respect that.
You know, we're gonna see it or whatever, but my rating on this movie from this trailer definitely now shows it's gonna be on him because the other three I think are fantastic.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. My friend, I don't have anything else for us today. Do
I
you?
can tell, dude. You've gone like 8 times.
I know, man. I'm a CPBP boy.
It's 2 in the afternoon.
You're telling me, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this
Getting
podcast
after it
episode.
early. I'm sorry.
What?
So we're getting it after it early. I'm sorry.
I know, man. Yeah. Well, fuck, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Saturday Morning Cartoons. I know I have, and I know Ray has. Do yourself a favor. Drink plenty of water. Be kind to one another. Be prepared because the Super Bowl is coming up very, very soon. Realistically, right after this podcast the next day. So stay tuned and fuck the Chiefs. Ladies and gentlemen, Saturday Morning Cartoons. I'm Doug. He's Ray. Drink plenty of water, and we'll see you guys next time.
Hey, what happened? Why are those squiggles on the screen?
Those are called end credits, Patrick.
And credits? But I don't want it to end!
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Doug McDoubles. Next
I
week.
need you to fuck off.
Yeah, I know. It's a problem. It's you got to deal with it. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna bring a paint gun next episode, dude.
It's all right. It's okay.
Not even paintballs. I'm gonna shoot a fucking string of paint at them out of a water gun or something.
Dude, if I had a water bottle, I would spray them. But they're in heat right now, so they're just yelling. They're talkative.
Oh my god.
October the Cinedugan, shut the fuck up.